Hikaru is a fierce competitor.
He has won the last 4 speed chess championships.
The 2019 U.S. champion, now the 5-time winner Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you, Mike. It feels good to win again. My name is Hikaru Nakamura. I am a professional chess player. I'm also a prominent streamer.
Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura is now streaming.
7th highest ranking all time. Youngest master at the age of 10 years old. Youngest American Grandmaster. That, of course, was broken as well. I've won the U.S. Chess Championship 5 times, which I think is like 4th most or 5th most. I won the Fischer Random World Chess Championship earlier this year.
Congratulations again, world champion, Mr. Nakamura.
Thank you so much. And there probably are other things, but I think that's good enough. I've always been very competitive from the time I was very young. My brother, as well as my stepfather, they were strong amateur players, and so they were playing a lot of tournaments, and the whole family would go to events. Because of that, I naturally was dragged along. It was just being around it and sort of picking it up because of that. I was 7 years old when I played my first rated game of chess. I lost at least 3, if not all 4 of those games that I played in my first tournament, and I just wasn't very naturally talented when I began playing the games.
To put it diplomatically, I would say that Hikaru had a lot of difficulty adjusting to losing. And so we tried to push him away, but it had the opposite effect. And then, that's how it started. He went to play a tournament in Stamford, Connecticut. In the middle of the day, I get a call from a friend of mine who was a chess teacher in Connecticut. And he said, "Sunil, your son just beat me." I said, "You're kidding, right?"
Something just clicked, and I just started playing much better, started winning games, and improving very quickly.
Hikaru came home, I looked at it, and it's like, who is this kid? It's almost as though he was seeing things differently. And it just happened, just like that. This is Hikaru's room. A lot of his stuff is still in the same place. You see, for example, up here, a bunch of trophies he has won.
Sunil was and is one of the most influential people in American scholastic chess, and not just because of his broader influence over the game with the United States Chess Federation and his seat as chairman of the Scholastic Council, but Sunil was a dad of 2 very, very talented young players in Asuka Nakamura and Hikaru Nakamura. And I think Sunil recognized very early that Asuka was a super talent, but Hikaru was exceptional.
This is a picture that was taken right after Hikaru made master. So he was a master at 10 years and 2 months. This whole thing about becoming the youngest master was entirely his idea. Hikaru was like, "Hey Dad, it says in the Guinness Book of Records, I think I want to go for that." Which meant that he had to pick up about 300 rating points in about 3 months, which is almost impossible to do. But he beat a couple of grandmasters, no less, and yeah, he made it.
At that time, after I broke the record, I actually went on the Regis and Kathy Lee show. Getting the media attention changed things a little bit. I was exposed to media, learning how to do interviews and talk to people. Shortly thereafter, actually, I became homeschooled, and this was specifically so that I would have opportunities to compete in tournaments.
They think I pulled him out because I wanted him to be a super chess player. Actually, what I had noticed, being in the school system myself, was that he is a visual learner. And I didn't feel the school district was equipped to handle his needs.
If not for that decision, I don't think I ever would have gotten to where I am today. At 15 years old, I broke Bobby Fischer's record to become the youngest American Grandmaster. That was a very big achievement because obviously Bobby Fischer was probably the most famous American chess player of all time. A year and a half later, when I won the U.S. Championship, that was when people really started to notice, and people thought that I had a chance to maybe become like the world champion even.
This was when he won the U.S. Championship.
A new U.S. chess champion was crowned on Sunday. He is Hikaru Nakamura of White Plains, New York, and he's 16 years old.
For about the next year and a half, I just kept playing, and I actually did not improve that much. My world ranking was at a level where I was not going to be able to make a living playing chess, and that was mainly because I had been playing nonstop tournaments from the time I was 11 or 12 till about the age of 18, and I just felt burned out, kind of wanted a change of scenery. Because I was homeschooled, you don't interact with kids your own age. At the end of the day, when you're playing chess, while you can be friends, everyone is still competition. I yearned for having some of those interactions. Therefore, I stopped playing and I went to college. My college experience was definitely a classic tale of the grass is always greener on the other side. When you come from a background where you're competing against people of all different ages, all different backgrounds, the reality is like there's a certain level of respect that you have and a certain commonality. And in college that really didn't exist. There was a very critical moment towards the end of my first semester when I chose to play a chess tournament. During that whole like 6-7 months, I was not studying chess. I had gotten away completely from it. If anything, like I was actually like getting online and playing poker at night, which is not that that's a good thing either, but I was doing that if anything. I actually won the tournament scoring 5.5 points out of the 6 games. That was sort of the sign that it was really time to just come back to chess and see maybe if I could make a push and go from there and play professionally. Once I started getting the major invitations to tournaments in late 2008 into 2009, I established myself firmly in the top 10 players in the world.
Welcome to the 2009 U.S. Chess Championship, Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura. Congratulations.
Thanks. It's quite a ride.
There was a very pivotal moment. Danny Rensch comes back to the picture. He was at the tournament because Chess.com was a major sponsor, and we had dinner, and Danny was trying to convince me to stream more. He basically said that he thought I could be the ninja for chess.
As we grew chess online and as the world of chess business became something where we were looking to build our brand around the top chess players, the people who we thought could be the top ambassadors for the game as we grow it. Hikaru, of course, was obviously on my radar. I've known him forever, and I told Hikaru that we needed to build an ecosystem around stars, and I thought he could be the ninja of chess.
I made a decision then that after the tournament, I was going to start streaming.
The first ever Super Grandmaster, I think, to start his own streaming chess channel. It tells you where the future is headed for chess.
Check. Oh, no!
So I was streaming pretty much every day at the end of 2019 into 2020. The pandemic hit with COVID. So lockdowns happened, no US championship, and I just decided to keep streaming. And with the pandemic, and then with a lot of influencers starting to show some appreciation for chess, there was this huge, massive boom. There were just so many people who were drawn to it.
Wait a minute. Okay, I need to think everything through.
It was meteoric, it just went straight up. It's just unbelievable.
It seemed like there were new records every day. It was like 4,000, 5,000. And I think it peaked at about 36,000.
I Googled why can't queens move like at night, and the answer was because they're not on a horse.
I have not Googled that. That's a new one to me too.
There was Queen's Gambit, this big show on Netflix, which also had a huge impact on growing the whole sphere of chess.
Borgov shouldn't smile. He should be ashamed at the way he conducted the end of this game.
This new game sounds cool. New, Netflix, the Queen's Gambit, the board game. There better not be an actual, wait, this is not satire?
Once he started it, I think Hikaru surprised himself that he loved it even more than he thought he would.
Take the queen! Take the queen!
Bing, bing, boom.
Building a fan base became something that was now more than just Hikaru's results, but about his relationship and his ability to communicate about what he knew about the game.
I can threaten the knight by pushing up. Oh my god, can I just eat this pawn?
Trust yourself.
Okay, I'm starting to stack.
What really impressed me was his ability to bring people who had a casual knowledge of chess, to get them excited about it.
Okay, it's bad timing.
Hikaru's ability to continue to play at the highest levels, I think in some ways has been because of the love and adoration and the support he's received from his fans, allowing him to relax and allow his talents to really shine when he is competing at the highest level.
Freedom, not having to worry and stress as much, also led to me playing much better chess.
He's gotten a lot of confidence from playing online events and winning so much the last few years.
With chess, you have to spend all that time studying. Study. You have to be ready for all these different strategies. But for me, I think having that freedom, being able to sort of relax a lot more and just enjoy the game, it actually helped me do a lot better than I thought I could.
Most of the time, chess players are known as being introverted, not very sociable, not very relatable, and not very accessible to people in regards to sharing who they are. Hikaru had a lot more going on because of what I knew about his passion and personality, that I always thought that if he had been given a microphone, that he might be able to do something pretty special.
Checkmate. Good game.
Particularly quick, Hikaru.
Hikaru doesn't fit the mold of anything that we would like to sort of put people in.
Oh, rook F4. Move. Oh my gosh, the ladder. Queen. D8 queen. No, he doesn't have enough time. Hikaru made it. It's over.
Yet he does it all the time and often while he's streaming and nodding his head to an ABBA song.
Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy.
I think that Hikaru right now is in a good place in his life, and if he doesn't do anything more than what he's already done, he's already done plenty.
I think the future is very, very bright for chess on the internet.